Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do an experiment. Experiment in Tehran. Let me tell you something. The woke are back. Oh, you think we put them to sleep? You think they backed off? You think they're on the run? And pretty soon you'll have a blue wave. Oh, yeah, it happens. The blue meanies are back. Now, we people of the mega millionaires. You don't want to be for America. They confused this years ago by calling mega people red and the commies blue. This doesn't work out. Commies are reds and blues are red, white, and blue. That's what represents America. That's what should. They've confused the issue. But you have to twist your mind. It's all semantics. But you're not going to semantic God. Oh no, God is on Trump's side. See that? There's Trumpy. He's surrounded by forces of darkness, but he'll resist them all. Darth Vader's there, and the guy from the Marvel superhero movies. Oh yes, the guy from the super DC movies. Eludes me their names in a moment. My brain is fried from fighting the forces of darkness. Oh yes. Anyway, let me get this straightened out. Woke 2 is back. Now AOC, who broke up with her Irish boyfriend, she's saying how she didn't like white supremacy, that men, white men especially, are toxic. Little do we know she was talking about her poor, long-suffering Irish boyfriend. How that man put up with that woman, well, I know, because she's a cheeky baby. Nice figure, good boobies, everything else. But she's also talks. When she talks, oh my God. You've dodged a bullet, my friend, my Irish corned beef eating friend. Oh, true, she badmouthed it after they broke up. Because that's the kind of gal she is. She said she was with a loser. Well, it's not years that you were with the loser. What does that make you? What does that say about your judgment, lady? Why, I oughta. I'm not implying I would get violent with AOC. I can't get violent with anybody. I'm stuck in a wheelchair with little upper body strength. But I would give you a piece of what little mind I have left. Oh, yeah. Oh, talking about people who have lost their minds. But half the ladies. Luigi the louse, the murderer, the menacing murderer who killed that poor benighted corporate head. Oh, I know the corporate head guy wasn't probably a saint. Be shot in the back, my friend. But what did that get Louis? Louis, a fan base of psychotic women. Attractive psychotic women. It's men like myself feel bad. Nice guys don't. Not only do they finish last, but they can't compete with mass murderers or killers or bad boys. I think Louis is taking the concept of bad boy a little too far, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I'm going out on a limb and saying assassinating people and shooting them in the back, bad thing. Oh, greenhouse house. We have no housing around New York because we're saving frogs. Not dolphins, not whales, not eagles. We kill them with our environmental situation. See, uh, those little windmills that go out and sea. But to save a frog, we'll keep housing for human beings of a higher station in evolution, if you believe in that sort of thing, evolution. Oh, overseas, overseas, they don't do it. In China, they don't have very much environmental protections. You're not China. Oh, that shouldn't be a role model. Free for all. Universal healthcare. The problem with this It's the same people who want universal health care don't want that country to have borders, which means that everybody in the world, in the universe, and I expect people from flying saucers will come in to come up to America to get in our social safety net. Well, you do the math. Republicans are good at doing math. Say you can't have the whole world get full medical coverage. It's impossible. Physically impossible. You mad people. You make me so mad. What? What? Just, I don't know what I wrote here. Hateful paper. Ah, the Nazi. A man said that we deserved 9/11. Who did you Nazi communist bastard? That Israel's a Haprabad genocidal state. And I think goes, and it was so unfortunate that the rapes happened, but necessary in the bigger fight and irrelevant towards the bigger fight for the Communist Party. Biker, biker, biker. You're a bad person. But I don't understand Jewish people who are so health-hating that they let these bums be in the country. No, I don't understand it. And God doesn't understand it either. When they said you were the chosen people, they didn't mean just get them. And you realize that these colleges all over the world, Australia, Greece, uh, Germany, France, where we have these Palestinian garments doing wrong, and so and billion Jews that they've been imported sometimes by Jewish people. Huh? Why? Really Christian knock all over the world when that atomic war goes on in Israel between the Palestinians, Iranians, and the whole situation. That won't be the Israelis. Oh, they can't just sit around until the Iranians get an atomic war bomb or anybody else. They have to strike first or cease to exist. 8 million Jews gone like that. Poof! And 800 million Iranians and the various forces of Arabism. Poof! Gone. Not good. And our blessed champion of peace, Donald Trump is fighting it all. He is. And you don't understand that? You don't understand the math? How Tucker Carlson, who is disappointed, a very disappointing man. Oh, he thinks we should be isolationists. It's called a missile. It's called atomic weapons. You can't be also isolationist. Don't mean you deep dive everywhere, but you can't be yeah, money's changing hands and Tucker. They had a Shabbat, non-Jewish, much. A Protestant and a Catholic. So I have a little religious war going on to me. Half the time I'm saying no war potpourri, and the other half of the time you heretic bastards. That's right. The Jewish people don't need to be protected. They can just be there should not be any called a hate crime. I punch you in the head with malice, and I say an anti-Jewish remark or an anti-black remark, an anti-gay remark, it should be as big a problem as if I was saying, hey, I just don't like you, Vinny. Well, how dare you? I'm a very lovable person. Believe it or not. Congress, this all from the Post. You know, they had about people. They build barns. The Amish and how they're healthy, how the Amish women, between serving their husbands and their wives, daughters, are very healthy because they walk around and they don't use cars. Well, they do use horses, but it makes them very healthy. Do I think I should have 7 wives? Depends on the beauty of the wife. I mean, I have to have the head wife, and then I have to have herself. Then the real baby wife, not baby, mind you, but then in between. And then the older wife becomes the mother hen of all of them. It's true. That's how it works. How it used to work. How it still works in the shadows. The woke are all there, they want to know police to reinvent them. Reinvent the police. Because criminals are not criminals. They have a biological desire to get toothpaste and deodorant. Have you been on the street in New York? Now, they said food. I said, well, yeah, it's biological, not food. You have to go, cops us because of that. But that they are getting mouthwash and toothpaste keep their teeth good seems a little bit hard to believe. What they do, and they're intermediaries in their own way, they steal the food from the stores and resell it on the streets. They're real entrepreneurs. And then they steal from those free stores that our commie mayor has put into effect. Let me tell you, commie mayor, stop it. He's a good boy. Commie, London, foreigner, Muslim, Marxist. I know that's a contradiction term. Usually Marxists are talking about two totally totalitarian concepts. Are loggerheads. But they are making a temporary alliance to do away this bastion of democracy. This house on the hill, this city on the hill, somewhere it's on a hill. That's a great contemplating. Ronald Reagan said, "There's nothing better than our except so and so. We're the best. We're the best country in the world. And I don't care what you say, you commies, we're not going to give you a twirl." True. You know what? You know what Mr. Gates said? His daughter in a special class. So you think you can rule the world? Oh, apparently they do. Well, you're not gonna get it. Not on Donnie Trump's watch. Because Donnie has the big guy on the side. And he's a guy. He's not some hermaphrodite in the sky. Oh, don't you make God mad by calling him a hermaphrodite. The universe is a hermaphrodite, constantly giving birth to it. But the creator is a guy, the big writer, the big brain. Oh, yeah. It's the Black Widow. In Iran, there's this woman, she was not good looking. She's killing her husbands. Now, a feminist, if that one, she's called the back widow event, she's getting that, she's gonna get killed, given the death penalty. Now, this is one broad, and usually I'm against the Iranian government killing anybody, but as a man, I don't like women killing men on that scale. You allow only one man to kill through marriage, and that's usually through the torture of having to talk to you for 50 or 60 years. You will she killed, and she wasn't a looker. Oh my God, she wasn't a looker, or maybe at one point, and she was about 56, which is about 11 years younger than me. She didn't look as good as I do. Oh, I wouldn't marry her. If I'm gonna marry and get killed by somebody, I'm gonna marry a looker. She ain't gonna kill me with poison, if you know what I mean. Oh. Why women deserve less? Because this country is run by women. Oh, yes. And everything that's bad in this country is your fault. Enough said. I'm trying to satisfy you by being nice guys and you don't appreciate it. And you want more and more and more and more and more and more. You want it all. You ever see a commercial when they say to the girl, says, "You can have it all." Oh, yeah. You know who said that? Hitler. You want it? That's what we look at you, or at least I look at you as little, attractive, beautiful Hitlers who want to take all our stuff away. No one guy stand to lose. I'll give you the eye. Mm. Well, they give me the power of the past of beating up Jews. My poor Jewish friends. Where's the Jewish Defense League when you need 'em? Long time passing. Where's the Jewish Defense League gone? Long time ago. Uh, but Marco Rubio. I don't know. I JV Vance for a domestic policy. I like Marco on the national. Marco's a little guy. He's not so little anymore. He stands like a giant. He's in his platform shoes and standing on a table. All pants. A blue collar warrior knows how to deal with the evil as Antifa. Oh, yes. Mhm. Actually, you want to take with this China and Russia and Iran and North Korea. It used to be Venezuela, and Cuba is tottering. It's going to soon get rid of those bastards. One by one, we're going to knock them off. Because we are actually the most powerful country in the world. And we have food, we have the tracking gas, and we have a population that's pretty big. And we can expand it by taking the best of the world instead of the crap that we've been taking on the Bolshevik Biden administration. Hmm. Marco says you know what they might have done? We might have aliens who illegally came in this country. You know what kind of aliens? I mean, the kind of has those flying saucers. Come on. When they hit us with the regulars, you get real mad? Maybe not. They said, take me to their leader, and we put them in a cage, and they didn't know better. I said, they don't understand things. I think, oh, well, that sounds like a Chinese, not alien. But maybe they said, well, you know these guys. We'll act like we're helpless and afraid of them. Give them some technology, have them not wipe out the other guys. Alien invasion. Oh, I'm more afraid of tail attacks. You know what happened? Well, Mark played people play for the liberals who paid rich liberals, rich are getting in the attacks out of the city now. Ironically, undone by their own Marxist friends who they hope in. It's true. Taylor Swift might have to leave the city because they're going to charge the billionaires so much that she can't afford to live in the city. She'll be taxed out of all her money. That is irony and justice for all. Okay. It's true. He's got that. Well, I'm going to stop because I can't go on no more. I'm getting tired. Hmm. Oh, oh. Let's see. I'm going to do something. Everything is beautiful. Okay. In its a way. Da, 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 da.